Hello everyone, what is up? Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. Today we're going to be talking about what's happening with XRP in the XRP community. Now in CoinMarketCap, XRP is in the 17 cents range. It looks like most coins are going down. But what do you guys think will happen? But now guys, before we jump into news, I like to say I'm not a financial advisor, nor is financial advice, just for entertainment value only. The Cryptic Poet has tweeted out,
We certainly did have strong momentum as we kind of finished up Q1. Just to give you a couple data points, we saw about an 85% increase in volume across RippleNet between Q4 and Q1. That's obviously really, really good, despite kind of ending March with a slowdown in growth. Specific to our on-demand liquidity, there was a 190% increase from Q4 to Q1. So we saw some of our big customers, a player in Thailand, go live. It's driving a lot of volume. We had forecasted 20 new contracts. We ended up signing 28 new production contracts in the quarter. And so despite the dynamics of the pandemic, we were able to finish the quarter on a strong note. It's certainly not long. We certainly
Poole saw 85% increase volume in RippleNet between Q4 and Q1. It looks like everything seems to be growing, guys. XRP Yo-Yo has tweeted out,
where are we on the pilot? When are we going to be live? And when are, a certain number of banks, a significant number of banks, going to be able to offer this?
So we are concluding our pilot now. Many banks are planning their go live for 2017, bank to bank, and working out their strategies to bring this out also to corporate practitioners. We expect a good grouping of banks to go live in Q1 and Q2 of next year and roll directly out of the pilot. We have several initiative banks who are part of the initiative strategy, who are planning their project now and getting the learnings from the pilot project. I think the launch of the payment tracker, which is planned to go live with the front end in Q4 and in Q1 with the APIs, will be game changing. And I think the momentum of the initiative will increase from 90 banks well beyond. We have a great 5-year strategy. We're getting excellent feedback from the industry, already evidenced 1 year in, having over 75% of the cross-border traffic on SWIFT signed up to participate and support such an initiative.
Well, please consider doing another FinTech hot seat as the pilot moves to some live activities. All right, thank you, Stacy. Really appreciate it.
Again, we could see faster payments drivers. The world is moving to faster payments. This comes from XRP Stewart.
Right now, we're seeing this increasing demand for low-value cross-border payments. It's coming from 3 sectors. First is remittances, your typical person-to-person payment overseas. This isn't a new demand, but given how global we've become as a global economy, we see an increased demand for remittance services. Second is small businesses seeking international growth. These are small companies seeking to import raw materials or to export their goods elsewhere. Today, they're typically bound by the fact that cross-border payments are a slow, cumbersome process. The business may not have the expertise or the resources to enable cross-border payments. So they typically just stay domestic. There's demand by banks and small businesses to enable small companies to grow overseas. Finally, the newest aspect of demand from cross-border payments is digital platform-based businesses. This is a new type of company that's in the market that has a very different payment demand than what we've seen traditionally from large corporates. Examples of these businesses are companies like Alibaba, Amazon, Uber, Airbnb. These are online companies that are platforms that have global reach. Their payment need is all cross-border, or predominantly cross-border, at a very high volume, but low value. So Uber paying its drivers in India and Philippines and drivers all around the world. That payment demand, these are very small payments. They're not large invoice payments for millions of dollars. They're small individual payments to individuals. That's a different payment demand than what we see from corporates. Corporates typically send large individual batched payments overseas, whereas what we're seeing with these digital platform-based businesses, these very high growth companies, are the opposite payment demand. It's low value at a very high volume. Traditional payment rails don't really support this. So there's this unmet demand in the market, particularly from large corporate.
Today's cross-border infrastructure was built to support high-value batch payments, meaning low-value cross-border payments expensive, not offered at all. Consumers, companies, all sizes looking to make low-value, high-volume payments feasible, cost-effective for first time with Ripple. Once again from XRP Stewart.
Next question. dLocal, one of the large payment providers, is now on RippleNet. Can we expect to see them use XRapid for GoDaddy and for Uber?
I also like this question. It's kind of consistent with what I talked about before. For all of these payment providers and even banks, if we can lower their cost, if we improve efficiency by even 10 basis points, the capital will flow to the most efficient path. Yeah. And so, again, we don't pre-announce customers until we're ready to talk about those customers. But I think that we are already seeing real traction with XRapid that we're publicly obviously already talking about. And I think as more people understand how that is making payments more efficient and lower cost, I'm very optimistic that we'll be working with lots of customers for that use case.
Fantastic.
Now guys, we're to the fun part of XRP in the XRP community. Now Reborn has tweeted out, silver linings may be pretty, yes, but gold is the standard, so long it has its new friend. Time 2. We can see zero doubt again. Gold is back with his new friend, the standard of the new economy. Jane Delson has tweeted out, preparing for launch. We can see right there. Next tweet comes from Sam XRP. XRP became 18 cent stablecoin from 20 cents and going to 10 cents. Are you ready? Now, some people are tweeting out bearish statements, saying that XRP will go lower. Joker XRP has tweeted out, I told you, new highs will not come until new lows are achieved. The plummet is coming. Do you have what it takes? And there we go again, guys. New highs will not come until new lows are achieved. Robert R has tweeted out, who's ready to see their XRP bags crash hard? XRP price might go down and down. Before Coins has tweeted out, seriously, no one in the community knows an exactly date for Moon, but a lot of pieces shows references that we will see a price action this year or Q1 2021. I'm sure we won't see a gradual rise and just a big boom like a glitch. XRP the standard. So again, this year or early next year, price action. Stephanie Starr tweeted out, XRP community things feel like they're definitely heating up. Brad on CNBC last week, David at the PID conference, Lagarde discussing digital payments and how it starts gradually and then speeds up quickly. My bags are packed and waiting. Digital payments are speeding up, guys. Goran Gecko tweeted out, it will be sudden. It will be sudden. Next week comes from Rom the Weird. I have to wear a mask. I guess that's cool. I'll just pick up my astronaut helmet as face mask. Getting close. Reality catching up. It scares me. Now, this connects to the next tweet. Remember, I am also patiently waiting, just like the rest of you. So guys, we are all patiently waiting. Mr. G XRP has tweeted out, the truth is out there. XRP is the most important and greatest technology of our lifetime. No weak hands. We can see right here, Bitcoin runs on Ripple. XRP the world has tweeted out, accumulate. Don't let them get your XRP. We are getting closer and closer, which is the Ripple effect. Doggo has tweeted out, when XRP will blow up, I will avoid anyone with a poor man's mentality. I already do it now, so it'll be easy. Enough with people talking about unnecessary things like partying and chilling outside. It's time to build empires, something the other people have no clue about. When XRP does go berserk to the moon and above, it's time to build empire. Baba Cox has tweeted out, TikTok. Now we can see here the calendar, the Delta calendar. We could see May, we have the check mark, and then all these other months, it's an X. What do you guys think? September, something should happen, and maybe November and December. The final tweet for today's video comes from Mr. Poole. He tweeted out this right here with a video. Let's watch it. So that was quite interesting. Go down the replies from Jane and Dalton. The last days will come when the 9 patients will come to one healthy and say, you are sick because you are not like us. Guys, what will happen? What will happen? But remember, nobody exactly knows what's going to happen in the future. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, please leave a like, subscribe if you guys haven't already. If you guys would like to be a member of the channel, feel free to. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day, and guys, see ya.
This is the beginning of the greatest economic cycle this country has had since World War II. And I knew the things that Donald would do, and he hasn't even got started. But this is the eye of the motherfucking storm, the perfect storm. It ain't never going to get any better. Never. This is perfect for the QLA model. If I could have written a prescription or a formula, I couldn't have written it any better. Low interest rates, money's free, you stupid. Massive chaos. And Donald's going to rip the mother economy apart. And he's going to for practice in a good way. This is it. It ain't never going to get anything better. This is like a multiple orgasm the rest of your life, you fucking slags that are in the audience. This is it.
Sometimes I don't want to hear what Dan has to tell me. But as I wrote in one of my blogs, the old man, he's always right. Because he's telling you what you don't want to hear about yourself, but what you know is true. And that is, you're not stepping yourself up. You're not stepping your game up. And you get caught up in fear. As Dan says, false expectations appearing real.